Hey guys, it's Mr. Win, and we're going to talk about writing systems of linear equations from a verbal description or maybe even a table, right? So we're mostly going to focus on writing equations. So, how do I write linear, systems of linear equations, okay? So we're just focused on writing, right? We know how to solve it. But for now, we're just gonna write the equations, okay? And you'll be able to solve however you like, with the calculator, graphing, substitution, elimination, your choice, right? But focus on just writing. So all of these are going to be situations, and I want you to write the equations, okay? So right here, a bag contains 19 coins, all right? That's some important information. 19 coins consisting of quarters and dimes. There are 5 more dimes than there are quarters. Write a system of equations that can be used to determine the number of quarters is Q, dimes D in the bag. All right, so we know there's 19 coins, okay? That's a total. So we know it's going to be however many quarters you have, however many dimes you have, would be a total of 19. All right, that makes sense. Total of 19 quarters. If you put all the number of quarters, all the number of dimes, equals 19. Now, what I want you to focus on is this says there are 5 more, okay? A lot of us get confused and think that that means 5 plus. But 5 more actually means plus 5, okay? It's always flipped, right? It's always plus 5. Let me write this over here. Show what I mean. This is always plus 5. 5 more than what? 5 more dimes than quarters, right? So that means we're taking 5 more. We're taking quarters. We're adding 5 to get our number of dimes, which is D. Now you have 2 equations, and if you can set this up, you can write it in your calculator, solve it however. All right, Q plus 5 equal the amount of dimes. There's your equation. Okay? So right here, I want you to pause and see if you can get this next situation. A drummer and a guitarist each wrote songs for their band. The guitarist wrote 8 fewer than twice the number of songs that the drummer wrote, and they wrote a total of 46 songs. So see if you can write the equation by yourself. Give a pause for a second, see if you can get this. All right. Hopefully we tried it on our own, but here we go. We know there's 2 things, right? We know there's a drummer and a guitarist. There's always two situations. There's always like an X and a Y, a Q and a D like above, right? Now, if I write the equation, it says we'll use D for drummer and we'll use G for guitarist, okay? It says the guitarist wrote 8 fewer, all right? 8 fewer means minus 8, okay? 8 fewer than what? Than twice, so we're taking 2 times the number of songs that the drummer wrote. So that means twice your drummer, 2D minus 8, is going to give us the amount of guitarist. Okay, that's an equation. 2, if I take twice of the amount of songs that the drummer wrote, I subtract 8 from it, will give me how many songs the guitarist wrote. Oh, didn't mean to zoom out. All right, but it did also tell you a total of 46 songs. So we know that your drummer, okay, and your guitarist writes a total of 46 songs. I have 2 equations. There's my system. All right, let's try a standard form problem. Okay, these might sound familiar. We've been working with these on our other assignments, but it says the state fair is a popular field trip destination. This year, the senior class and the junior class both planned trips there. The senior class rented and filled 8 vans and 8 buses with 240 students. So if I stop there, let's just say V for vans, B for buses. That means if I take 8 vans and 8 buses, you will get a total of 240 students. Okay? The junior class, so this is another equation, the junior class took 4 vans, 4V, and 1 bus, so 1 bus, 1B, to transport 54 students. Each van had the same number of students in it as did the buses. Find the number of students in each van. So just focusing on writing the equations, there's two standard form equations, right? One variable, a van, another variable, a bus, and then your total, right? Those are standard forms where your variables are on the same side. All right? Okay, so again, here's one talking about the theater club. Let's just do this again, okay? The theater club is selling tickets to a spring musical. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 3 senior tickets. So let's just say 3, seniors. Let's just say 3S. And 9 child tickets. So I'm adding 9 child. Let's say C for child. For a total of $75. Total $75. The school took in $67 on the second day. So we know we're taking $67 by selling how many senior tickets? 8 senior and 5 child. So plus 5 child. What is the price of each senior ticket? Now, there we go. 2 equations, right? I can put that in the calculator, go to menu, algebra, hit solve systems. As long as I put these equations in, we're good, okay? We're writing the equations. All right, let's look at this one. So again, pause this. Try this one on your own as well. Talking about Matt and Helen from cooking class, all right? Okay, so hopefully we did pause. If you didn't, it's fine. I'm going to show you the solution here, but, I want you to work on it on your own, see if you can get it. But here it says, Matt and Helen from cooking class are selling cookies for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy chocolate chip or snickerdoodle. So I know I've got two variables. Let's just say C for chocolate chip, S for snickerdoodles. Matt sold 30 chocolate chip cookies. So Matt is going to sell 30 chocolate chip, C for chocolate chip, and 40 snickerdoodles. So plus 40 S for a total of $45. Okay. And let's just leave that alone there. Helen, so another equation, somebody else, right? She sold 15 chocolate chips, 15C, and 22 snickerdoodles, so plus 22 snickerdoodles, for a total of $24. Find the cost of each. So there we go. We wrote the equation. You can put that in the calculator to find out what C would equal, S would equals, and you would know the cost of each. All right? Now, what if I give you a table? All right? Table is really not much different. Leo has 2 jobs. We have 2 equations, right? Job A and job B. The table shows the hours he worked at each job per week and his total salary. So if I take his hours he worked and I took his total salary, all right, you can figure out how much he made at each job, okay? Write a system of equations and figure out our Leo's constant hourly rate working at job A and job B. So here, week here just means the 2 equations, okay? This is first equation, second equation, right? That information isn't really relevant. There's just going to be 2 weeks, 2 equations, right? But what is important is hours at job A. So I can let's just make this X. Hours at job B will be Y. Okay, you always got those 2 variables. So if I work 15 at job A, X, and I work 30 at job B, let's just say Y, you get a total of $570. If you work in the second week 15 at job A and 32 at job B, you make $594. So a little bit more. We work 2 more hours at job B, right? Write the system, solve it, put this in the calculator. You have your system, you'll be able to solve that. All right, and that's about it. We're just mainly focusing on running the equations, but when we do the assignment, be careful if I ask you to actually solve it. Go to the calculator, graphing, substitution, whichever method you like. But really here, the main topic is writing those equations. All right, thank you.